What up, New York Giant Nation? It's your boy, MacDaGiantsFan, man, for another edition of Afternoon Chat with your boy, MacDaGiantsFan, man. Look, I'm here a little earlier than normal on a Friday afternoon. I usually tap in at about 3 o'clock, but due to a work schedule thing, it's probably looking like 2 o'clock is going to be the new time for the foreseeable future. And just want to welcome everybody to the chat, man. Just talking a little New York Giants for a little bit, nothing too crazy. Just talking about the New York Giants. Let's talk about a little bit about what we saw this past week. Jaxson Dart making his debut, and it was absolutely, in my opinion, a phenomenal debut. Like, you gotta look beyond the numbers. Some people have a tendency to go right to the stats and be like, "Oh, he only threw for this little bit of yards and this, and that." It's not nothing great statistically. Yeah, it doesn't look great statistically, but the eye test, he passed the eye test for me, man. He went out there Sunday and really asserted himself very well in his first career start, and he made me proud to say that he is a New York Giant quarterback, man. I think we may be onto something with this kid, something real special, man. So I do want to just acknowledge that, cause like I said, it's been you know, a lot of talk, chit chat, especially with me and myself concerned. Like I said, back in April, we made the trade, moved up to get Jaxson Dart, and I wasn't necessarily a big proponent of that. I wasn't excited about the pick. What's going on, AK, man? Appreciate you tapping in NFL reality check, man. What's going on, AK? I hope all is going well with you, my brother, man. Always good to see you, man. But yeah, I wasn't necessarily, a big fan of the pick. Not that I had really anything necessarily against Jaxson Dart. He was my third ranked quarterback that I had coming into the draft personally in my personal rankings. He was, so still at the end of the day, I thought pretty high, fairly highly of the kid overall. I just wasn't happy with the pick at that moment. But like I said, he has won me completely over, man. And now he's got me convinced that the New York Giants absolutely made the right choice and selecting this young man. I think the future is very, very bright. I mean, unfortunately, in that game on Sunday, we did lose superstar wide receiver Malik Neighbors for the year, and that hurts. That hurts, and that would hurt anybody. Losing a guy of that talent, of that with that ability. But at the end of the day, I think Jaxson Dart is the kind of quarterback that's going to be able to still figure it out and kind of navigate this shit, man, and get us over these rough waters, man. We got, you know, obviously we have a ridiculous schedule, as you all know. We got a couple of games with the Eagles coming up in a few weeks. I mean, it's not going to be easy for the rookie, man, and he's going to take his lumps for sure, man. But I just feel like what he showed me on Sunday, his football IQ is where we needed to be for the New York Giants. The New York Giants quarterback is just his swag, man. Like, I've never in my life seen a New York Giant quarterback that really had that kind of level of swag, man. Like, everybody's always kind of been that more kind of conservative, even kill, even tempered guy. I mean, Phil Sims could get a little fiery back in his day. Phil Sims used to get a little fiery, but it's still something different. You know what I mean? Like, I love Eli, that's my guy, but Eli was always that even kill guy. Never really showed you much emotion on in the game, on the field. It was just always that same stone face with Eli for all them years, man. And just like I said, but Jaxson Dart, he has this kind of energy, man, that I just love to see, man. Kid loves what he's doing out there, and he makes plays, man. He really, really does, man. Uh, NFL reality check says, yes, sir. Love your new quarterback, bro. I can't wait for this kid to get the rest of the year because Hurts and Dart are going to have some great games together. Well, we're gonna find out real soon, man. Hopefully that can get popping off in a couple of weeks, man. We'll see next Thursday night, as a matter of fact. Get that first ever Hurts Dart matchup, man. Next Thursday night. But do got a game this week to come up, and that's this New Orleans Saints he's gonna have to take care of, worry about. And that's right now what the focus needs to be is down going down to the Bayou, to the Superdome and taking on them New Orleans Saints, man. But yeah, Jaxson Dart, man. I think he really is that guy, man. And I just feel really confident in what he's going to bring to the table, man. As you saw, the emotion in which Brian Daboll show at the end of that game on Sunday. Yeah, maybe it was a little over the top, a little bit much, but at the same time, you see exactly the kind of the energy Jaxson Dart brings to the building. I mean, even when the game started, man, we Chargers got the ball first, but when the Giants offense came on that field, that stadium went absolutely crazy for the arrival of Jaxson Dart, man. Like I said, the only thing down on this game is the fact that he lost Malik Neighbors. I mean, you would have loved to see what those guys could have done together for this 2025 campaign, man. And unfortunately, we don't get to see that. I mean, like I said, the football gods, when it comes to the New York Giants, they give it and they take it away, man. And that's what happens. I mean, it's football. It is what it is. That MetLife turf, they got another one, man. It is like, what's going on, Mosley, man? I appreciate you popping in, man. Always, man. Always welcome. I love that you show the support, man, that you do to my channel, man. I really appreciate it, Mosley. Always, brother. Hope everything's going great with you, man. Said, laugh out loud. Don't sweat the Saints. Dart will have 250 easy and 3 touchdowns. Watch, it's going to be a major confidence booster game. I hope you're right. I mean, but at the end of the day, when you're being the New York Giants, we can't take anybody for granted. Take anybody like they're getting a little healthier over there in New Orleans, man. They're getting their superstar, their star gadget player back, Taysom Hill, and so I can't sleep on nobody. The Saints team, for what it's worth, man. They may not be very good. They're not a very good football team. I understand, but honestly, at the end of the day, we can't really say the New York Giants are either. I can't honestly say that the New York Giants are a very good team either. So you're looking at two of, let's face it, lower level teams in this league on head to head, and the Saints have been playing everybody pretty tough thus far. I mean, they went out there and went toe to toe with the Bills a week ago on Sunday. So you can't take that team for granted. And the Giants have had their struggles down in the Superdome historically. I mean, that's just a fact that something I know it's never been a place that the New York Giants have went down and had a whole lot of success at. It's down there in New Orleans, man. So hopefully we do get to go out there and what you call it, man. Said you'll say it for us, AK. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, I gotta just be a little more humble. I mean, if anything, the New York Giants have done for me over the course of the last several years now, it's humbled me a lot, because I'm a guy that coming up, man, I used to love just getting in them football conversations, getting grimy, talking shit. I can't, and the New York Giants haven't allowed me to be able to really properly do that over the last several years. They just haven't. I mean, I can't not be taken seriously anyway. So, but we'll see what they got on Sunday in New Orleans. I think this game is going to be big for quite a few players. I think this is an opportunity for a lot of these young guys to really assert themselves. I think we saw Darius Alexander playing a bit on Sunday, third round pick that people were starting to kind of sour on because he was off to a pretty slow start training camp and in preseason, looking pretty non-existent for the most part. But he's getting his feet wet a little bit. He was a little disruptive out there on Sunday. Nothing that's glaring that's going to jump off the page at you, but if you watch the game and saw, he was a little disruptive in the middle of that defense, making a little bit of noise, having a little bit of impact, starting to get his feet wet, so to speak. But obviously, number 3 overall pick, Abdul Carter, man. I think this is his week. I think this is his week, I believe, where he's been getting so close, sniffing at them quarterbacks, man. This guy out of all rookies right now has the most pressures amongst all rookie defenders in the league right now, and he's been getting I think he pretty much kind of got robbed from one on Sunday against Justin Herbert, to be quite frank. I think that should have been ruled a sack. But he's forcing those intentional grounding penalties, man, and such, man. He's been a disruptive force on this defense, man. And I think this is the week. I think this is the week we're going to see Abdul Carter cash in on 1 and 2, because let's face it. So far this season, he's won against Jaden Daniels week 1, Dak Prescott week 2, Patrick Mahomes week 3, Justin Herbert week 4. One thing those 4 quarterbacks all have in common is they're amongst the best in the league. Point blank and period. They're amongst the best in the league. So, they're a little more savvy. I know Jay Downs is only a second-year player, but he's legit. Obviously, we all know he is legit. They and at the end of the day, those four quarterbacks are all miles better than the quarterback he's going to be seeing on Sunday in Spencer Rattler. I mean, that's just not no. Don't want to be sitting here trying to downgrade, not knock on Spencer Rattler. At the end of the day, he's an NFL quarterback, starting NFL quarterback currently right now, but he's not even in the same class as any of those first four that Abdul Carter's been up against thus far this season. And I think this is the week. He hasn't had that savvy, that same. He's not going to make some of those same quick decisions that those other guys were able to make to even be able to just get rid of the football and avoid those sacks. And I think Abdul Carter, man, is going to apply that pressure, and I think he's going to get there and he's going to get home. And I think I see at least about a 2-sack game for Abdul Carter, and he finally breaks the ice and gets on the board, man. I mean, he's credited so far with a half a sack, but I think he wants to get that. He's ready to eat, so to speak. And I think he's going to do that on Sunday, man. I look forward to it. It says Mosley says Neighbors' injury is deflating. I'm trying to find some enthusiasm to watch the rest of these games. Yeah, it's tough, man. But Jaxson Dart's my enthusiasm to watch the rest of these games because now, it's going to be about him for me, Neighbors. I mean, Mosley, that's what it's going to be about. To me, it's just watching the development of Jaxson Dart throughout this season. And honestly, it's never a good thing when a guy like Neighbors goes down, man, let alone for the whole year. But at the end of the day, it gives Jaxson Dart an opportunity to work with these rest of these guys. And it gives the other guys on this roster an opportunity to see if any of them have the ability to step up. Jalen Hyatt, I would assume, is going to be a big part of the offense on Sunday. Gets an opportunity to see if he's willing to step up and make some damn plays. I'm not necessarily a believer in that, because he's just not showing me. He's just showing me nothing. So I just can't stand behind it. But maybe he can prove me wrong. I'm definitely on his side. I'm definitely in his corner. I hope he can prove me wrong. But see if Wandale can step up and look like a second-round draft pick. He had a big drop on Sunday that I really was disappointed after Jaxson Dart made a great play down in the red zone, man, to keep the play alive, extend the play, and then puts the ball right in his hand, Wandale's hands, and Wandale dropped that ball, which should have been a touchdown. So just hopefully he's got, and Darius Slayton, like I said, you got to see on his chest now, man. You're a captain. You voted a team captain, so apparently your teammates respect the hell out of you, Darius Slayton. It's time for you to step up and start making some plays on that field, man. I believe you're like under 100 yards on the season through 4 games. You still haven't even reached 100 yards in total, man. Come on, man. We need more production, and we need you guys to step up. So hopefully Jaxson Dart can bring the best out of all of these guys, man, and start making some plays, man. So Drew Phillips is definitely a bright spot. I do agree with that, Mosley. Hey, how's it going, David, man? Appreciate you stopping in, David. Always, man. Thanks a lot. Hope everything's going great with you, man. AK says, well, listen, this is what you guys want to see. His number one wide receiver is gone. Can Dart elevate the rest of these wide receivers to play better than who they are? That's what you're paying him for. I mean, I 100% agree with that, AK, and it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, you can see. I mean, it's interesting to see that. I happened to start reading your other comment, and I started chuckling a little bit. But yeah, look. At the end of the day, man, look, I tried to keep it under because these guys, they're all NFL players. They're all somewhere that I couldn't be, that I wasn't good enough to be. You know what I mean? They're playing at a level that I could only dream of. So I know when we knock these guys, we're talking about them amongst their NFL peers, not so much just us regular folks, but still, I try not to get too hard on these guys, man. But he's out of these quarterbacks we played so far this year, he's definitely the worst by far. But back to what I was saying with Dart, man. I want to see that's what you want to see. You want to see him elevate these guys. You do want to see him be able to bring something more out of it. Like I said, no one has unlocked anything out of Jalen Hyatt yet. And I think at this point, most is up to Jalen Hyatt, to be honest. So I want to see, can you get something out of these guys? Because these are the guys we're going to be having to depend on, man. And Bo Collins, undrafted rookie free agent, that he did make the roster, and now he's going to probably get more. He's going to get a lot more opportunities out there on the field now for sure. With a guy like Neighbors, with Neighbors being gone, I mean, somebody has to step up in this receiving core, man, and then extends to the tight ends as well. Theo Johnson got to start making some more plays out there. I mean, I'd like to see Bellinger on the field a little bit more. I think Bellinger is a better player than he gets credit for, man. The guy, all he does is make plays when he's out on the field. He does. He has good, reliable hands. He's a solid blocker. I mean, he makes. I just don't understand the lack of love he gets with this organization. But also, I mean, look, maybe Thomas Fidone can get a uniform for a change. I mean, I think that's something that lacks in the red zone is somebody, a good, solid, reliable red zone target. And I think that guy could be that. But Brian Dable, he has to get a uniform first. You know? Like I just don't get it. You know, I don't understand like why this man's not getting a uniform. And the offensive line, look, Andrew Thomas is back and he is looking like the all-pro that we know he is. He is one of the absolute best tackles in football, man. And he's proven that now. He's once again proven that back and looking like he hasn't missed a beat. And he looking rock solid, anchoring that offensive line. But still not satisfied with what we're getting. Like the pressure we get up the middle, from the interior, it's just not. It's not satisfactory, man. It has to be better. As a unit, they have to play better, man. AK says, yeah, man, it's okay to say it, bro. The only team he's ever starting for is the Saints. He ain't starting for no one else. Said Belly should be tight end one for sure, Mosey. I don't really understand how Theo Johnson just kind of gets awarded this job over him. I just don't see it on the field. I haven't seen Theo Johnson making plays that to me stand out to a point where it's like he should be tight end one, Bellinger should be barely playing. I don't get it. I don't get it. Says AK says, well, you can only hope that while he was on the practice squad and second string while Russ was starting, that he developed chemistry with these younger guys and they'll be able to ball out. I think that's kind of what he has done. I mean, throughout the spring and summer, these are a lot of the guys he worked a lot with Jalen Hyatt throughout the spring and summer. I mean, for what it's worth, because they, just the way the depth chart was set up. So he has worked with like the Bo Collins and these younger guys a lot. So hopefully, we can see some things happen, man, and work out and be positive for the New York Giants, man. I just, like I said, right now with the Malik Neighbors injury, I just want to see the development of Jaxson Dart. Offensively, that's kind of where my main focus is. I mean, Cam Scatterbill, another one that's been, is coming off a couple of really solid games. A guy that I think I said it the other day on the show with me and Adam on the NFC's roundup that I think Cam Scatterbill was one more really solid game away from really seizing the RB1 spot. I just feel like no matter what happens when Tom Tracy does return, if Cam Scatterbill continues to have the impact that he's having on the offense as well, I think it's kind of hard to deny him the RB1 spot. I feel like it's coming off of two really productive weeks back to back here against two good teams. By the way, let me add that to the fold. So, and I look for I don't really see that where he won't have another solid game this week. Are we running the same guards out there this week? We are. First off, Mosey, we are. But I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I feel like you need to really figure it out and get our best five out there. I feel like we're good at tackle. I think both our tackles are really are good. Luminor, the right tackle, he doesn't get enough credit. I feel like he's also he's solid out there. No problems from him. Obviously, Andrew Thomas is like one of the best in the league. But when you get in that middle, man, JMS and center, Van Roten, and I was really talking Van Roten up because he wasn't too bad last year, to be honest. But he's really been off to a really, really, really rocky start this year, man. Hasn't been good at all. And then running also, man, hasn't been good enough. And me, I've been on the Marcus Bow train, because I feel like he's one of our best five. And I feel like with his experience that he has playing guard, maybe you just get him out there at one of those guard spots too and just help strengthen that line even more. because that kid has shown an ability since, I mean, when he was out there playing left tackle for the last few weeks, it hasn't been bad, guys. It hasn't been bad at all. Just saying. Think about it, New York Giants. Think about it. Think about what I'm saying. And for the love of God, can we get some competition in for JMS? Because the dude, he's that great run Dart had in the first half of that game, man, and then gets called back because of JMS, man. Come on, dude. Like, forget it. I'm just over this guy, man. The main focus should also be the culture, man. Dart has to set the culture for the future of the New York Giants. Him and all these young guys below. I agree, AK, 100%, and I think that's what he's doing out there, man. Like I said, he's bringing a different kind of energy that we haven't seen with this New York Giant offense in years, in years and years and years. I mean, it's just it seems like guys are believing. He's making guys believe, and that says a lot about this kid's character, and it says a lot about him in general, man. They're rallying around him because they believe he is the guy. They believe he is truly a leader and can be that leader of men, man. I just think, damn, I didn't know I had this damn banner scrolling the whole time. But yeah, I just think that he's got it. You know, when you see a guy that has it, sometimes you just recognize it, and you know this guy, he's got it, man. He does. He has all the confidence, man. And look, it's not gonna all be perfect. The growing pains, we're gonna have to deal with that. But you can't deny what you witnessed on Sunday from this young man. Just like the first drive of the game took the New York Giants right downfield and then punched it in himself on a nice little quarterback keeper, man. Like there's just the decisions he makes, the way his ability to extend the plays. That one play where he's back and he's calling Darius Slayton back, like come back, come get the pass, man. Like just leading out there in all aspects. People tried to say this guy wasn't going to have the ability to run an NFL defense, run an NFL offense. Well, all those people were wrong. He's proven all those people wrong, way wrong. I mean, I haven't been this genuinely excited, you know, like for real, like legitimately excited in some time, man. Like, I think we got our guy, New York Giant Nation. It's time to build around him and build up and build this franchise back up, man. I feel excited for Jaxson Dart, man. His presence just had made a difference on this team, man. You just saw it. You saw that. It was, like I said, it wasn't great. I think the offensive game, I think the play calling was still lackluster. I want to see that improve. That's the coaching thing. The schematics, you know, that has to be better. But I believe that we got our guy, and I think he's going to continue to prove that each and every week. And he's going to have some tests along the way. Like I said, you got New Orleans this week on the road, so he'll get his first road start. You got then you got the Eagles, 2 games with the Eagles, and within 3 weeks, sandwiched in between those 2 games as a date out in Denver with the Broncos. I mean, yeah, he's going to be tested. We're going to get an opportunity to see what this kid is really made of, and I think he's going to impress us all, man. I think he will. I mean, I don't know how many of those he's going to be able to convert into victories. Not an easy road to go, obviously, but I think we're going to see this guy really, really impress, man. What is going on, my guy? Bookends, man. Thanks for popping in, man. Always appreciate you, my brother. Hope all is well with you, man. Said he helped the run game because he's a threat. That part. Exactly. Well, y'all have a great afternoon. I got to get going. All right, AK, man. Take it easy, man. Always good to see you, my brother. He said he doesn't panic. Absolutely, he doesn't, man. He's very composed, man. Very, very composed in that pocket, man. It's a breath of fresh air, man. We just haven't seen that. I mean, because obviously with Russ Wilson through the first 3 weeks of the season, that was definitely out the window. No composure whatsoever in the pocket. He's seen what happened. The one he came in for the series that he had to come in for when Jaxson Dart had to go get evaluated for a concussion or whatever. Yeah, that series. He came right in and got sacked immediately on the first damn play. It's just a difference, man. And You said the whole BS. Yeah, I mean, that's all we can do right now as Giant fans. But I think you just see it, man. Like I said, you really do, man. You got to believe, man. I really do. I mean, like I said, it would be so much better if we could see it out there with neighbors, man. But at the end of the day, we can't. So we got to move on until next year, man, and get back to that next year. And I like that he moves up and out of the pocket rather than running backwards. Yep, he maneuvers in the pocket very well, very well. Bookends. That's a great point, man. Did you see that block by Scat? He lifted that dude off his feet. Yes, indeed. That's why I said Scat. Like I just said before you came in, Bookends. He's probably one more really strong game away from just seizing that RB1 spot. I just feel like he is, man. I like Tyrone Tracy. I do. I think he brings there's something a dynamic he brings, but I think at this point maybe it is better to go with Scat being the lead guy and let Tyrone Tracy just kind of be that change of pace guy that comes in that can hit that home run, potentially hit that home run for you every once in a while. Because that's one thing Scat doesn't have necessarily that home run hitter ability, man. But he can make plays. He's a playmaker. He's just a blue collar football guy. I just love it, man. Like I said, so far so good with these rookies, man. These top picks, man. They're starting to all. Like I said, Darius Alexander was off to a much slower start than all the rest of them. But at the end of the day, even he is starting to show you a little something. A little something more than we were seeing in the summer from him. But like I said, Abdul Carter, Jaxson Dart, no complaints there whatsoever, man. No complaints whatsoever. Like I said, Abdul Carter is on his way. I think this week is going to be the breakthrough week where he finally gets the quarterback to the turf, man. I think with the ball, while they still had the ball in their hand, I should say. I think he records a couple of sacks this week. I just feel it. I think he's going to get after Spencer Rattler, man. I think he's going to get after him, and I think he's going to get the job done. But as far as things, I do want to talk about a little something else about the MetLife turf, man. Because of the Malik Neighbors injury, it's like almost like a last straw for me. Like, what do we got to do, man, to understand that football should be played on grass? The only stadiums that should not have grass are the indoor stadiums, the legit dome stadiums, like the super domes and shit like that. Like, I get it, but when it comes to something like that, but outdoor stadiums, because I'm not even talking about just MetLife Stadium. I'm talking about outdoor stadium in general. Like, where's the excuse for playing on synthetic surfaces in these outdoor stadiums? I mean, how many knees and got to get torn up and Achilles got to get blown and all these soft tissue injuries that seem to continue to happen. I mean, how many times does that stuff got to happen for guys to really wake up and say, owners got to wake up and say, look, we need to get grass laid out here. Now, MetLife Stadium, you're hosting the World Cup World Cup. Oh yeah, we're gonna arrange for grass for that. Yeah, we can get grass for the World Cup, but we can't get grass for our football players. Like, I don't understand it. We preach player safety. You can't even put a finger on a quarterback's helmet without getting a 15-yard penalty. Yet, we'll make you guys keep playing on all these synthetic surfaces and keep tearing your knees and ligaments up. And like, come on, make it make sense. Do you give a damn about the players or don't you? I mean, for real. Do you? Seriously. Because I feel like there's no way you really do. It's all about the cash. It's all about the money. I don't care about what concert wants to perform there and this, that, and the other. The hell with that. The stadium is designed first and foremost for the athletics, for the sports. Just the fact that you can host other things there, okay, that's nice. But the stadium is built and made and created for the sports and for the teams that got to play them. Like, you got even like high school teams that occasionally play games in these stadiums, stuff like that. Why? You got these kids and stuff playing on these on fake grass. I mean, as far as I know, they don't. Not that I know of. I feel like MetLife is notoriously the worst one. But I don't really have those numbers to really know for sure. But I just know these soft tissue injuries occur a lot more on these synthetic surfaces, man, on these turfs, as opposed to natural grass. I know I mean, what you call it got a devastating injury Monday night. I believe that was natural grass he was playing on. I mean, that happens. It's football, and things happen. I'm not saying natural grass prevents all, but I feel like it prevents a lot more. It just does. It seems that the proof is in the pudding, and it does prevent a lot more of these injuries, man, from occurring. I think it's just stupid at this point. But MetLife Stadium, look, I mean, look, he lost Aaron Rodgers for the year a couple of years ago. He played like 3 snaps into his New York Jet career and was out for the season, messing around with the MetLife turf. Like I said, we see what happened to Neighbors last night, and there's a bunch of other guys as well. I mean, last week with Neighbors, there's a bunch of other guys as well. I can't sit here and run down a bunch of names and know everybody, but at the same time, like this is a serious thing. And like I said, I can't take you guys seriously talking about how much you care about player safety if you won't have these stadiums lay down natural grass. To me, how are you an outdoor stadium, but yet you got it's not even, but you know don't have real grass? Like, that's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous to me. That's what football is meant to be played on. Grass. Grass. Like it's just that's what annoys me even more about when I see like way these when they call these all these little frivolous roughing the passer penalties they call. Back in the day, roughing the passer was roughing the passer. Now, like he touched his helmet with the tip of your fingers. He went up high. That's roughing the passer. What the fuck is that? Come on, man. This is football. So, like I said, you lose it with me with that player safety crap when you sit there and just continue to play on these actual turfs, not actual turf, but these fake grass fields. Like this, it's just clearly it's the issue. Like what more do you need to prove of evidence do you need to know that it's what the issue is with a lot of these soft tissue injuries? Obviously, some things are going to just happen. I mean, it's not a perfect science, not an exact science. But come on, man, do better, NFL, do better, league. You got to do better. But on to New Orleans, man. Like I said, and do I expect to see the New York Giants be able to go out there and have success against the New Orleans Saints? I would like to think so, but at the same time, we can't sleep on what the Saints do have. They do got a couple playmakers. I mean, Alvin Kamara is still very much a playmaker. Like I said, they're getting Taysom Hill back from injury. Uh, that they got a couple of receivers that have the ability to stretch the field and make some plays. So you can't sleep on them. I'm not going to be going. I don't want to be like going into this overconfident, feeling like, oh yeah, we just beat the Chargers. Saints ain't no problem. No, we're not good enough to have that attitude to take that kind of attitude. So hopefully the New York Giants, Brian Dable has his team ready to go. They go out there. They've had a week to prepare without Malik Neighbors, knowing that they're taking the field without him because clearly they did not adjust very well on Sunday after he was lost. Passing game was nobody really stood out and stepped up, obviously. And hopefully with a week to prepare, knowing now that you don't have your top guy, that maybe he can have these guys ready to go and down in New Orleans, man. I would like to hope to see them go take care of business against the one team he looked at on this schedule and kind of felt confident the New York Giants should be able to beat, if I'm being quite frank. I really didn't see any other games in which the New York Giants prior to this season in which I would have been felt like really confident New York Giants are a better football team than anybody else on their schedule. But I feel like they're a better football team than the New Orleans Saints, and we better go out there and prove that on Sunday. And can, like I said, continue to mature and grow, man. Who knows? The season mathematically is not lost. I know it sounds crazy to say. People, off to an 0-3 start, it's pretty much impossible to get somebody that kind of hole. But hey, we've seen weird things happen in sports, man. I'm not going to be out there making any weird, bold predictions like that right now. But at the end of the day, facts are what the facts are. We are not mathematically out of anything, and we have just as much opportunity to turn this into a successful season as anybody else, man. So I'm just going to be a little optimistic from that regard. I'm not necessarily believing that's going to happen that way because I think we have a lot of deficiencies on our roster that are still going to limit us, especially once the schedule that we are playing. Bookend says the problem is the foot grips the turf and doesn't give them the ligament. Doesn't give when the ligament is under pressure. Well, I mean, I'm not an expert on the subject. I just know what I see, and I just whatever it is, it's definitely something. Something ain't right. So you say there's a chance, Mosey? There's always a chance, brother. There's always a chance, man. Can't never just give up hope until it's really lost. I mean, it's 0-3, like I said, tough hole to dig yourself out of. But let's hypothetically say we go on a run right now, and hey, let's say we beat the Saints on Sunday. Let's say we go out there next Thursday night and beat the Eagles, and all of a sudden we're 500. And then, go out there and beat the Browns. I mean, it can happen. I'm not saying, this is going to happen. I'm just saying there's always a chance. I'm saying mathematically, we're not out of anything. And it's really going to come down to what the players got here in their heart, man, and how hungry they are. And can they dig down that little bit deeper and prove everybody wrong? We've been the laughing stock for far too long, and we're the New York Giants. We shouldn't be the laughing stock, but yet here we are. This is how far we've sunk as an organization, as a franchise. That we're the what the Cleveland Browns used to be, and what the Detroit Lions used to be. Those teams that were just clowned upon because we sucked. They sucked so bad for so many years, and now here we are. We're the team that people don't want to play for. We become that team. Like I know free agents get overpaid, but we have to mightily overpay to get guys to want to come here and be a part of this. What this has been. So, this is just not. We gotta get ourselves regain our identity as the top franchise in this league, point blank and period. And hopefully, with this young man here at the helm now, Jaxson Dart, maybe we can start to make some real positive strides in doing that. Perhaps we can, make some moves and start really getting back to the glory of this franchise, man. Because this ain't us, and this ain't it. Sorry, I've been a fan for far too long, man. I go back all the way back to the '80s, baby. This ain't it. This ain't the franchise that I grew up loving. This ain't what the bandwagon I jumped on many years ago. I want to get back, playing with New York Giant pride, man. And I think you got some of the right guys to do it, man. Talked about Jaxson Dart very highly thus far throughout this stream. Cam Scatterboo's another guy, man, that just has that old school New York Giant mentality, man. I love the kid. Everything about this kid. Love the way he comes to work, that hard hat on, ready to go, man, ready to run through a wall for this football team, and I love it. Like I said, we need some other guys to step up. Like I said, we are thin in the receiver room right now, man. Very, very thin. When I say thin, I mean thin with talent, I should say. Got plenty of guys in there. We need some of them to step up and make some moves, man, make some plays. Like I said, Darius Slayton, I really want to hold you accountable the most because, like I said, you were voted a team captain by your peers, man. They voted you that for a reason. They need you to be a leader out there on the field for them, man. You got to step up and be that leader. Jalen Hyatt, we traded up for you a couple of years ago, third round to draft you, to select you, and bring you in and be a part of this. You got to step up, man. You like right now, do you even have a stat line on the season? I don't even know. I can't even remember. Does he have a catch on the year? I can't remember if he has. I don't even know. That's how bad it is with this kid. He was on the field on Sunday. I didn't even know he was on the field. Pretty much after Malik Neighbors went down, he was on the field a lot. Didn't even realize it. That's how non-existent he is out there. Need better, man. Like I said, Wandale, make the plays, man, because you're gonna have a lot coming your way. I would assume you're gonna kind of be treated, or at least in his offense, as wide receiver one. Got to make some plays, man. So that's what it's going to come down to for me. That's what I'm looking forward to seeing. What I want to see is, can these guys step up and make some plays, man? But guys, I do got to get ready for work. That's why I had to do the show a little earlier. And I do appreciate you guys coming in. Mosley, Bookends. David came in earlier, man. Ark, AK. I really appreciate you guys. But I'm going to get ready to get up out of here, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and ring that bell, man, for me. So y'all know when I'm dropping content, man. Anybody that's new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for me. It don't cost a thing. It don't cost a thing to hit that subscribe button. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up for the stream, man. Continue to help my channel grow, man. Trying to get there. I'm trying to get there, yo. Right now. I'm trying to get to that 1,000 mark. Still got some work to do. Got a little bit of work to do, guys. But I appreciate all the support y'all do show me, man. And it's your boy Mac the Giants fan, man. Peace. I'd like to thank you all for listening. If you was feeling this, please take time to subscribe and smack them likes. Feel free to drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to ring that bell so you know when I'm dropping new content. It's your boy, Mac the Giants fan. You can find me on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook at Mac the Giants fan. That's MACDA Giants fan.